What useless fact would you like to share? Michael Jackson's hair caught fire at the exact middle of his life, to the day. So, I definitely went and double checked this, and it's true. Michael Jackson was born August 29th, 1958 and died June 25th, 2009. A life of 18,565 days, if you include the 25th of June 2009 itself. Dividing that by 2 gets you 9,283 days as the number of days when he was half as old as he ever was going to be. August 29th, 1958 plus 9,283 days is January 27th, 1984, the day a pyrotechnic malfunction on a Pepsi commercial shoot caught his hair on fire. Reading this comment on the 10th anniversary of MJ death, realizing it's been exactly 10 years today. Did you hear that? That was my mind blowing. The original definition of a factoid is an assumption or speculation that is reported and repeated so often that it becomes accepted as fact. But the word has been used so much as a small piece of trivia that it has now been accepted as such. So the definition of a factoid is, in itself, a factoid. I remember reading this on a similar thread some years ago. Taser is an acronym of Thomas A. Swift's electric rifle. Yup, Taser is a brand name, like how people call all tissues Kleenex or storage containers Tupperware. Don't electric rifle me, bro. Mealworms eat styrofoam. Edit. Fellas, I'm so sorry I screwed up big time. Thanks to you /Echo Kumar I realized it's mealworms, not earthworms. They would love my grandma's cake then. How could you do that to your poor grandmother? The seabird, booby, is named such after the Spanish word bobo, referring to an idiot. Boobies would be the only seabird to land on sailing ships. Thus sailors took advantage of this and started setting traps for the birds to catch and eat them. Want to know what the traps were called? Yes, I do. You're gonna make me look this up, aren't you? Booby traps. And now I feel like I really should have known that. Much obliged. Do you have 2 tens for a 5 by chance? Apparently, it is explicitly illegal in the UK to use a machine gun to kill a hedgehog, which means someone did it, or at least attempted to. I prefer to imagine someone did, and their friend turned to them and said no, Jeffrey, no, and thus it became law. West Virginia was originally going to be named Kanoa. Country Ruards. Take me home. To the place I belong. Kanoa. There's a town in Alaska named Chicken. It was supposed to be named Ptarmigan, but the townspeople couldn't figure out how to spell it, so they went with chicken instead. Chicken Ptarmigan. Edit. Okay guys. I typed 2 words and don't even know how to pronounce the second one. Stop giving me awards and spend that cash money on someone that's deserving of it. But also, thank you. Edit 2. OMG, what is happening? The color orange was named after the fruit, not the other way around. But did the chicken or egg come first? The word egg is dated to the 16th century. Chicken without a C is from Middle English. So it's a toss-up depending on when the C was added to chicken. Vikings fused crushed animal bones with iron to fuse the spirit of the animal in the weapon, but this actually just made a predecessor to steel. When you do something really metal and end up making better metal. Are you tired of your weird lumpy metal? Human thigh bones are stronger than concrete. Remember, concrete still snaps. My femur went when I jumped off a cliff to escape, and enraged cow, and it's still a little off 8 years later. A second is called a second because it is the second division of the hour by 60, the first division being a minute. I'll be there in about 15 firsts. I'll be there in about a quarter zeroth. The Washington Monument is capped with aluminum because at the time it was the most precious metal in the market. Edit. This is where I had found it, and all of Sam Keen's books are great if you'd like more fun science stories. http://www.slate.com/articles/elements/features/2010/blogging_it_table/it_more_use_the_gold.html. The grumbling sound your stomach makes, particularly when you're hungry, is called borborygmus. It's actually gas moving through the bowels. Edit. Words was its own aimed as an onomatopoeia. Similar interesting fact, your mouth makes the same shape as your butthole when you say poop. The same is true for explosive diarrhea. Short list of words that contain the word meow in them. Meows, meowed, meowing, ho, meowana. Ho, meowanas. I did say it was a short list. There are these creatures called cyclostomata that just die right after they lose their virginity. I mean, it's just sad. Well, at least they have sex. Would you have sex if it meant that you would instantly die right after it? Yes. I mean, if I'm going to die, I'd at least like to not die a virgin. We lose between 50 to 100 strands of hair a day. False. My wife leaves at least 175 at the bottom of the shower every day. //unga.com/a/ugdspsi/. The Visigoths brought the artichoke to the Iberian Peninsula. You're not a real goth unless you've sacked Rome. There is a town called Pee Pee Creek in Ohio. And there is a place called Poo Poo Point in Washington, USA. And there's a city called Cumming in Georgia. There's a place called Intercourse in Pennsylvania. A town called Dildo in Newfoundland. There is a massive pothole at the intersection of Harrodsburg and Maine. Avoid it. UVA rays age your skin. UVB rays burn your skin. What a wonderfully built-in mnemonic. Spaghetti is actually plural. It's 2 spaghetti and 1 spaghetto. Same goes for espresso, cappuccino etc. Al Pacini. I remember reading this on a similar thread some years ago. Taser is an acronym of Thomas A. Swift's electric rifle. Yup, Taser is a brand name, like how people call all tissues Kleenex or storage containers Tupperware. Don't electric rifle me, bro. Bird poop is green because it contains the bird's urine, which is also green. Do they pee naturally too? Or do they just poop every time they piss? They poop out their pee. The Poop That Took a Pee. By Leopold Butterscotch. Edit. Thank you for the silver, kind stranger. Bird urine/poop is so pasty and different to ours because they use uric acid to store waste nitrogen. Humans and other mammals store nitrogen as uri. Uric acid is a high energy compound, but the birds make it because you need much less water to store uric acid than uri. WATER equals the extra weight that you can't fly with. Mammals can carry a little extra water weight, so we evolved to stick with the less energy requiring compound. Fish use pure ammonia, which is highly toxic, but the fish live in a relatively limitless amount of water. The ammonia gets peed out and becomes inert because it is in such low quantities compared to the water in, say, a lake. Ammonia takes the least energy to make. Ithithalophobia is a morbid fear of seeing, thinking about, or having an erect penis. The word California originated through Spanish, but was from Arabic in a story with Moorish legends. It was from the word caliphate. Arabic had a large influence on Spanish, so you'll often find Spanish words with Arabic origins. Penguins have sex with other dead penguins, even if it's just a severed head. After seeing the replies, I want to delete this, but also Karen. I hope this explains why I'm so fucking stressed. Whales ejaculate 70 gallons into the ocean. That's why the ocean is salty. No, it's because you don't wave back. Edit. Thank you, internet stranger, for my first gold. I shall cherish this moment for the rest of my life. Otters sleep holding hands so they don't drift apart. They also rape baby seals to death. That went from cute to horrifying very quickly. Pigeons, outside of their usual cooing, have 2 long-range calls, or 3-note woo-woo-woo, that is a bar of 5/4, 5 beats per measure, and a 5-note woo-woo-woo-woo-woo, that is a bar of 17/8, 8.5 beats per measure. Every flight you have been on, and will go on, there is always something not working, whether it be an armrest or a minor electrical system. The crew will know about it, but it's usually something minor, so there's no danger whatsoever. It's called the minimum equipment list. It varies depending on aircraft type. I was on a night flight once where I was trying to turn on the personal light. I was getting really frustrated and kept hitting the button because it wouldn't turn on. Finally, the guy sitting next to me calmly tapped me on the shoulder and pointed up ahead. My button was turning the light on/off in the seat directly ahead of me. With that I went to sleep and just prayed the front of the plane was better wired than the back of the plane.